1.5 million cocoa farmers are to be enrolled onto pensions contribution by October as the National Pensions Regulatory Authority scales up measures at shoring up contributions within the informal sector. Speaking to TV3, CEO of NPRA, Hayford Atta Kufi, says the authority is working closely with the Ghana Cocoa Board to reach as many farmers as possible. The National Pensions Regulatory Authority is starting with 140,000 cocoa farmers whose data is already in the Western South Cocoa region, where the team is beginning the exercise.
We started the discussions with Cocoa Board and government as sponsors over a period of time, because if you look at our cocoa farmers, they have a marketing board, put it that way. They have purchasing companies that they sell their cocoa beans through. So every proceed that a cocoa farmer sells, 5% of the proceed will be deducted at source and put in investment for their retirement income. Then Cocoa Board, as the sponsor of the scheme, will then top up. For every 5%, Cocoa Board will top up. So it's a kind of a provident fund.
According to CEO of the NPRA, the tax seemed daunting, but it is keen on increasing pensions contribution within the informal sector from the current 3% to 40% in 5 years. Can you run us through how the payment is going to be?
The collection?
Yes, the collection.
It will be taken at source because cocoa beans are sold by the liquor bags, which is the purchasing companies. Okay. And so the administrators of the scheme have an arrangement, a digital arrangement with them, whereby anytime you sell 20 kilos of cocoa, 5% of the 20 kilos are deducted and then put into your account. So every cocoa farmer will have an account. Yeah. And the account is divided into two: savings accounts and then a retirement account. So part of it will go straight to your retirement, but there is a 25% which is savings, so that when you fall on hard times, for example, you need money for your child's education or some other expenses, you can draw on it, so that it's not seen as if people are locking their money away over a long period until they retire.
Okay, so they can access this over a period of like how many years?
2 years for the savings. After 2 years, you can access it.
You can access it, but the pensions you can't.
You can't.
Currently, more than 9.9 million employees out of the over 11 million are not on any form of pensions or insurance. 85% of such employees are in the informal sector, and for a sector that employs more than 80% of the country's workforce, the figure, according to NPRA, is worrying.